Hey there, good morning everyone. Friday, the 4th of August, 2023. This morning's devotional is a reading from Job chapter 1, reading verse 21, which reads, "And he said, Naked came I from my mother's womb, and naked I shall depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." Today we continue having a look at people in Scripture who have had to have a lot more patience and energy and endurance when dealing with life. And today, yes, you've guessed it, we're going to look at Job. Now, Job's story is an example of enduring faith in the face of immense suffering. The trials he experienced were both harsh and heartbreaking. Within a short space of time, he lost all his wealth, his children, and was afflicted with a painful physical illness. On top of this personal agony, Job had to deal with the absence of compassionate and wise support from the ones closest to him. Yet, despite all this, he clung to his faith and steadfastly trusted in God's timing. Even though he couldn't fully understand the reasons behind his suffering, Job knew he could trust in the one person who holds all things in his hands. Job teaches us to bring our pain and questions to God. Yes, we can question God who understands our struggles. And if we are wise enough, we will see that God will be guiding us through those very same struggles. But we don't always notice that, do we? Job's story reminds us that faith isn't only about believing when everything is going well. It's about clinging to God even in the darkest times. It's about finding hope in His promises when our world seems to be falling apart. It's about trusting in His timing, even when it moves slower than a snail's speed. My dear friends, we need to acknowledge life's deep suffering and at the same time cling to faith during those trials and trust in God's provision and grace. May we also use these trials to draw us closer to God, who is there, who promises that He will never leave you, that He will never forsake you, that He is always there. Notice that it is not God who turns His back on us, rather it is us who turn our back on God, especially when times are dark and friends are few. May the Lord be with you, may He bless you, may He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.